it's Ash again with another installment of Final Fantasy XIV. I have Fighter on with me as a secondary commentator.
Hello.
You sound just as excited.
Sure.
And we are actually going to start the actual main quest rather than just a tutorial. So, let's get started. That little icon above the quest icon is the start of the main story. I actually should probably do the job quest, which is right underneath. It's really neat now. It actually shows your job quest that you're supposed to do. So I should probably do that first. So I think it actually gives you an ability, so let's go ahead and do that first. Let's see, where is that? Yeah, if you click on it, it will tell you where to go. Hey, weren't you on the... Da, 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 da. Oh, I guess we have to start with the story quest. Okay. I guess that answers that. Now, I am going to try to remember to get all the aetheryte spots. They're very, very, very important. That way we can teleport all over the place. Okay. Okay. What they're talking about, sanctuaries, is where you get your rusted XP. Yeah. Navigation. Okay. Sanctuaries are where you get your rested XP. The smith is like a newbie helper. He can give you trainings as to how to use your character. You can get some pretty good armor by doing his training. If this is your first time going through. Actually, since technically it is, I don't know if I can do his quest yet. Let's see. I don't know when they start. Facing new adventures of fledgling heroes. Mentors. Okay, mentors once you get up to level... Hey fighter, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's the max level? I can't remember right off the top of my head.
The max level?
Yeah.
For what?
Characters. 70.
Yeah?
I had a memory blank. When you hit level 70 and you get, you can do all the raids Savage. When you've done every raid Savage, every trial Savage, etc. You can become a mentor. With a mentor, you get extra XP and that kind of thing.
You know why I'll never be a mentor?
Because you'll never do anything Savage.
Accept my crude insults to people in traffic.
True enough. Yeah, I don't need all that. Okay. Alrighty. Guess he's not ready to teach me that yet. Okay. I'll probably get some good stuff by doing those quests anyways. I missed the front door. Dang nabbit. There we go. Now they won't stop me from leaving. You know they'll stop you from leaving if you try to leave before you get the first main quest? Fighter?
Yep.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I just learned it. Well, I figured I'd go get the Pugilist quest done first before I started the storyline.
Nope. You gotta start that first.
Obviously. Tune to the Aetherite. You gotta be kidding me. 100,000 gil? And gil, if you've ever played a Final Fantasy, is across the board the only one currency for every Final Fantasy that I'm aware of.
And if you haven't played another Final Fantasy, dude, get out from under the rock already.
Pretty much. Return is a very, very important spell.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it as a free teleport once an hour. To whatever aetheryte you bound yourself to. Because teleportation is not free. They've made it cheaper, but it is not free. I only wish. There we go. Guild receptionist. And food. Something you need to know about food. It lasts 30 minutes. But it gives you, this one in particular, marmot steak, for example. It gives you skill speed 8 plus 8%, vitality plus 1, direct hit rate plus 1, a fillet of marmot grilled with sweet onions and pungent Garlean garlic, XP bonus plus 3%, duration 30 minutes, Duration can be extended to 60 minutes by consuming multiple servings.
Basically, a really fancy way of saying you're eating rat.
But you're getting an XP bonus.
You're
Plus
still
the
eating
effect.
rat.
Shut up. But you're getting skill speed up. And a plus 3% XP bonus.
It's still a rat.
You know...
What? Why do you think whenever I had the option to make a whole bunch of battered fish to have fish and chips with my character, I made like 40 units of it and hard-boiled 29 eggs? Actually, hard-boiled more eggs than that.
Because you are a what?
Well, my character's basically a cat girl. So the fish and chips is totally understandable, but the eggs, they're easy to cook. And they're easy to cook. I don't have any other reason. They're just easy to cook. And my cooking skill in this game is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a better cook in real life than my character is in the game, hon.
That's not saying much.
I'm giving you credit. Just take it. Just remember, you invited me to this.
Yeah, I know.
Oops. By the way, my lowest level is 29.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
I'm just saying, you know, when you're 29, I can run around healing you. I'll be your pocket healer.
That must be your... what?
Conjurer. Because I haven't graduated to being a white mage yet.
He hates healing.
I can't stand healing. Because whenever I play DPS, I do my best not to get injured. I know it happens, but I really do my best. And I really try to move out of the way of all the AoEs and everything else that pop up. And I'm like, you know, I'm like, oh crap, no, no, no. And I'm getting out of the way. The tank, I can understand when you're a tank, it's not always the easiest thing to get out of the way. So I understand taking the hits. Plus you have abilities that kind of mitigate the damage, so when you do take a hit, you're like, okay, that hurt, but I'm going to shrug it off. Whenever I try to play a healer, it's like the DPS just stand in the way of the hardest hitting attacks. I'm like, no, move! I can't heal all of you that fast. So yeah, I friggin' hate healing. Honey, I want the Ixion mount.
You know what it takes to get the XCM mount?
Yeah?
Then go do it.
Well, our one friend was saying it's easier to get now. What do you know what he meant by that exactly?
Yeah, you only have to farm 1, maybe 2.
1, maybe 2 to get the mount?
Yeah.
What? I have a horn.
That was before they made it easier. He drops more now.
Oh, it's not that it takes only 1 horn, it's that he drops more horns.
Correct.
Wait. This is some World of Warcraft stuff right here, because how does a unicorn, or basically a lightning unicorn, have more than 1 horn? I mean, unicorn. 1. How does that have more than 1 horn? I'm missing something here.
Yes.
The reason I say this is World of Warcraft stuff is, if anyone's ever hunted out in the Barrens, they know what I'm talking about. Go collect 12 antelope hooves. Oh, no problem. Just go out there and kill several thousand antelopes, put them on the endangered species list, and somehow, after all those, you do manage to find 12 hooves. I mean, that, logistically speaking, that should only take three kills. Because they each have 4 hooves.
You would think.
I don't know if the number's 12, but it's something like that. Some insanely easy number that you should be able to get. But you have to god dang near put the animal on the endangered species list before you finally get the number you're looking for.
Yes, I think everybody knows how experience points work, so I don't think I need to... Okay, now that I don't think people do. Binding. But I don't have anything... Oh, I haven't gotten the food yet. Okay. Alright. Binding. That is important. Eventually... when we get a little higher, we will be able to turn items into materia. Yay, materia! Just like 7. And 8, I believe. No, 8 didn't have materia. Just 7. So anyways, you can, when they're 100%, you can change them into materia.
And it's worth doing that quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's very lucrative. If you haven't already figured out how to use the materia for yourself, you can still, even small pieces, even, you know, like your early, like, this materia is crap, put it on the auction house and make a decent amount of gil doing it.
Right. But there's the caveat.
Right.
They have to have it bound to 100% before you can make it into a materia.
Which just requires running around killing a whole lot of stuff with it.
Right. Which is why they talk about binding really, really early.
Uh-huh.
So you don't go and sell your 100% bound stuff, because you will regret it later.
In short, don't do that.
Okay. There we go. This fighter will tell you I get lost in a paper sack, so the map feature is probably my best friend.
I have no comment.
Why do you think I said as you'll attest to?
I have no comment because I don't want to sleep on the couch again.
The couch is your best friend.
You say that kind of creepy. What do you mean by that?
You sleep on it all the time. You're always in trouble.
It's because I got married. For any young people watching this, yes, this is what marriage is like. All the time. It's a wonderful union. Really, honestly. Not lying.
It really
Just kidding,
is.
it's great. Yeah. When you find the right person, it's great. I'm still looking, by the way. And that's how I end up sleeping on the couch.
Yes. That is how he ends up sleeping on the couch.
So, even though I'm in chat with you, would you mind if I try to run a dungeon to level up my warrior a little bit more?
I don't care.
Okay. I just want to double check.
As long as there's no cursing or anything like that.
Warning, rated T for teen. I'll keep the cursing down to a minimum.
Thank you.
Relatively speaking.
Spider. I'm sorry, I know I clicked through that rather fast. I'm sorry, it's force of habit. Yeah, you get your first 30 levels are every 5 levels. Hunting log obtained. Hunting log will be your best friend to help you with levels between when you are looking for ways to level up. Between doing fates, story quests, like at the story quest you're a little too low. Hunter's log will help boost your experience just a little bit more. When you're waiting on a dungeon proc and beam that I chose to play a DPS class, queues are not exactly fast.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
Probably one of the easiest ways I found to level, like if you're trying to power level a little bit, is queuing for dungeons is simply like the best way to do it. But because you're DPS, it takes a while, so what you pretty much gotta do is queue for a dungeon and then go run fates.
Pretty much.
Or grind, killing regular monsters. It's not exactly glamorous, but it does the job.
Or do levies. I usually like to save my levies for crafting classes. And I think I'm gonna call it here before we start our next part of our story. It has been 30 minutes. I can't believe it's been 30 minutes, but my watch just went off. I just attuned to the Ethernet, but when you start clicking on these, it allows you to start traveling through the city without having to See, now I can travel to the Aetheryte Plaza without having to walk there. So. Well, I hope you had fun with this episode of Final Fantasy XIV, and if you like this video, give it a like and a share, and if I hope you enjoyed this video and you have a wonderful day.